If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life.
This is what I wanted. This is what I got. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Not too long ago, I did a review of the Tanglewood acoustic guitar, and this guitar was out on Woot for $99. If you missed a review of this guitar, you can find a link in the description below. And it was such a good guitar, particularly guys at $99. And because this guitar was such a good price at $99 and turned out to be such a good purchase, I wanted to get my bonus daughter DJ one of these to replace, well, Carlos. You remember Carlos, don't you? This is Carlos. Now, Carlos was an acoustic guitar that I bought for $25 that I attempted, well, to bring back to life. Guys, it didn't work out. If you missed any of that journey, you can find a playlist all about the work we did on Carlos in the description below. But at the end of the day, guys, I couldn't give Carlos to DJ, man. It's just not copacetic, guys. It's got a big belly bump back here. My outstanding bridge repair is just all jacked up looking, and I just couldn't give this to my bonus daughter, okay? So I went with something else. So the day after I ordered the first Tanglewood acoustic guitar, I ordered a second one, Jack, because Woot would let you buy up to 2 guitars at the $99 price point. So I bought 2, Jack, and I intended for it to come and for it to replace Carlos. Now, just as a reminder about the Tanglewood guitar, the Tanglewood guitar is an acoustic electric guitar. And it has this kind of nice open pore finish, and it's got some pretty cool features in that the tuners are great. Man, the guitar is intonated out of the box. It's a really good guitar, man. Really, really good, particularly at the price point. So I thought I'd get DJ one. So I placed the order with Woot. And I was very excited last night when a box showed up at my door. And since the guitar came double boxed, I didn't know what I got until I opened it. Check this out.
Well, this didn't go as planned at all, guys. This was supposed to be a Tanglewood guitar for DJ. You might remember that we got a Tanglewood guitar for strings and pucks to turn into the Red Wings guitar. And I ordered that on a Monday, and then I got to thinking about Carlos and that whole disaster. Let's not talk about Carlos. And so on Tuesday, I went out to the Woot site, and I purchased what I thought was a second guitar. So unless Yamaha and Tanglewood are in cahoots, Cahoots, yeah, something like that. I don't know what we got here, Jack. I paid $99 expecting for the Tanglewood guitar, man. This, by contrast, is... What is this? Got a whole lot of stuff I can't read here. Yamaha Acoustic Owner's Manual. Huh. Okay, well. It does appear to be black. So, let's see what we got, Jack. Oh, man.
Yeah, guys, this is what we got. We got a Yamaha FG800J. Now, to Woot's credit, it is a black guitar, and I did order a black guitar. The problem with the Yamaha FG800J is that it does not have electronics in it. Now, candidly, guys, I'm not sure if DJ would ever plug her guitar into an amplifier or need an onboard tuner or any of the features of electronics that came with the Tanglewood. However, I was not expecting just to get a bare bones acoustic guitar. Now, that said, guys, this is a nice bare bones acoustic guitar. In fact, if you went out to the Zon today or just about any other retailer and you looked up the Yamaha FG800J, it would suggest to you that it's a $250 guitar. So as soon as I got the guitar, I took it out of the box. I was a little bit dismayed, as you saw in the previous section of the video. Now, those of you who've been hanging out on the channel with me for quite a while, notice this headstock. Yeah, guys, that's the same headstock that was on my grandson's guitar that was shattered into pieces, if you might remember, which we did copacetically fit. I'll put a link, guess where, in the description below. Yeah, guys, if you want to check that out. So his guitar was a pretty good guitar, although it had electronics on board. And so I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't have any electronics on this guitar. So I reached out to the good folks at Woot because I had two problems. One problem was this is not the guitar that I ordered. The second problem that I had is that according to the Zon, this is a $250 guitar and I only paid $99. So that wasn't right, guys. So I reached out to the folks at Woot and I told them that they sent me the wrong guitar and they sent me a guitar that's more expensive. Well, this morning I got an email back from them that said I had a few options. Here's Woot customer service at work. Option number one, I could of course return the guitar. Option number two, I could return it and they could try to send me what I ordered. Now there's something about them being a liquidator for Amazon. I don't know how many parties are involved in all of these transactions, but they couldn't necessarily guarantee me that what they could send me would be the guitar that I ordered. So the third option they gave me was to keep the guitar and they would send me a $25 partial refund. That's the route that I took. So after I contacted customer service, thinking that they were more than likely going to tell me to keep the guitar or something like that. In other words, they're not going to have me ship it back just because it's a more expensive item. It didn't seem like it would go down that way. So I took both of the guitars in the living room and I showed them to my wife. And my wife said that DJ would prefer this one. Actually, her words were, "Ooh, that's pretty." So I decided at that moment in time, oh, look, there's my laptop. Oh, look at the shiny. Oh, look at that. That's all. Look at that camera work. Oh my goodness. How did this guy get a YouTube channel? I don't know, man. It's not that hard, Jack. Anyway, guys. So based on my wife's, "Oh, that's pretty" remark, and she thought DJ would love it, I decided I'd keep this guitar, Jack. So today we're going to make the review that I never thought we'd make. Not that I wouldn't want a Yamaha FG800J for any particular reason. It's just it was never on my radar to have one. So now that we have it, let's talk about it. So we'll start up here at the headstock the way we always do. So we have your basic clothes back tuners. Nothing fancy, guys, but I got to tell you, I played the guitar last night, I played the guitar this morning and this afternoon, and this guitar, well, it's holding tune really well. These tuners are doing a great job. I didn't have to retune and all those things. I'm pretty sure that that is a plastic nut, but I'm not mad at it. Now, unlike the Tanglewood guitar, this is not an open pore guitar. So you can tell that it's shiny all over. And the back of the neck has kind of a satin feel to it. In other words, there's not a whole lot of poly on there or anything like that. It's a smooth neck and it feels pretty good. We're going to go under the hood and I'll get you all the juicy specs. But for an acoustic guitar, that is not a thick neck at all. It's not a baseball bat is what I'm saying. I didn't have any trouble getting around on it. It does have 20 what I believe to be nickel frets. It doesn't have huge inlays in it. They are pretty small inlays. It looks pretty classy to me. So I can see where the folks who were filling the order said, well, we don't have any more of those Tanglewoods. Let's send this. It kind of looks the part. Guys, it does look the part in terms of the fingerboard. Now, what's interesting about the Yamaha FG800J is that this is not a Techwood fingerboard. You might remember that the Tanglewood guitar is Techwood. This is actually a Rosewood board, at least according to what I've read in the descriptions online, and it looks and feels like Rosewood to me. So you've got one strap button here on the bottom of the guitar. It is copacetically plastic and black, and there's not a second one. So I guess this is one of those doohickeys where you tie the rope around the string right here, which I would never do. I would just install something down here, but I don't know if DJ plays with a strap or not, so maybe a moot point. So with that one strap button, the guitar is black all the way around. It is shiny. It is not open pore, and it has my fingerprints all over it because, as I said, I've been playing this guitar. Has the basic acoustic bridge with your string pegs and nut. And although that is not a compensated nut, what I can tell you about this guitar, spoiler alert, is that it is intonated. It has a black pick guard here with a little bit of a plastic film on it, and it's got a pretty cool design that's going around the sound hole. Okay, guys? Well, that's it, man. That's the FG800J guitar. What does it sound like? Let's just check out some tones. Well guys, let's talk about the playability of the Yamaha FG800J. I gotta tell you, man, pretty impressive, particularly at $99. Okay, now again, this guitar out of the Zon, they're going for $250. Would I pay $250 for it? I don't know that I would. I would certainly pay $99 for it again. That's no doubt about that. In the playing experience, I did not have any tuning problem. I may have tuned the guitar 2 times since last night when I took it out of the box. It's holding tune really well. The nut is cut fairly well. I don't even know that I'm going to necessarily need to tweak that. Like I said, the tuners are firm. They are all functioning great. The back of that neck is satiny, smooth. It is very good. It'll be smoother when I get done with it, but out of the box, it feels good. I haven't put any kind of polish or any kind of I haven't taken a rag to it of any kind, and so it's straight out the box, but it plays. I don't have any trouble getting around on the neck, as I mentioned. Now we do have sharp fret edges. I don't think we have any unlevel frets. At least we don't have unlevel frets to the point of me hearing any fret buzz. And as much as I did mostly cowboy chord kind of picking stuff in the tone samples, I did do a little bit of bluesy stuff up here, and I don't have any issues necessarily with fret buzz. I didn't have any challenges with playing the guitar. Yeah, guys, I think it's a good guitar, man. The weight is good. I think it sounds good in the room. By the way, it's a mahogany body. Okay, now there are a couple things about the guitar that we're going to be looking at when we go under the hood. The first thing is that we do have sharp fret edges. So regardless of whether or not we have electronics, I'm not giving my bonus daughter DJ a guitar that's got sharp fret ends. Now relax, man. There ain't nobody going to the ER over it. It's just a little uncomfortable to play, depending on your playing style. Some of you who don't really grip the neck probably would never feel those frets if you play a little bit more with your fingers out, kind of sort of like this. But I play with my thumb over the neck quite a bit, and I slide up and down quite a bit when I play the guitar. And even when you just pick it up off the stand and your hand glides down it, you can feel all of that, and I don't want to feel that. And there's no need for it to be sharp, and I know how to fix it, so we're going to do that when we go under the hood. So we've got sharp fret edges. The second thing we've got is we've got a really scratchy fingerboard. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this or not in my lapel mic. Can you hear that? You can probably hear that. I think they can hear that in Minnesota. I'm in Texas. That's a long way. Yeah, man, super scratchy board. So it's not unlike the Rosewood board that was on my Fender Telly that I got recently that was just super scratchy. So we will be treating this guitar neck. I don't think DJ is going to be playing a lot of lead licks and bending and all those kinds of things, although I've never seen her play. Maybe she's a shredder, I don't know. That being said, I just want to get rid of that right there. So, sharp fret edges, scratchy fingerboard. The third thing is something that I'm not quite sure what it is yet. When I listened back to the tone sample vid, I couldn't really hear it, but I want to describe to you what I hear. So, if I come down here and I play and I stop, I can hear a high pitch noise. I don't know if you, I hope you can hear it. So I've got some kind of saddle or nut issue with that, and I'm not quite sure which yet, so we're going to have to find that out. But yeah, man, like I said, I think for $99, I think this is a steal. It sounds pretty good in the room. It's a full, kind of rich sound. It seems balanced to me. It's got some warmth to it. It's not overly bright, is what I'm saying. I think if I was in the market for an acoustic guitar and I could find one of these for $99, yeah, man, I think all day long, Jack. Would I pay $250 for it? Guys, I probably wouldn't. Because for me, I'd want to get electronics on board, and I think I could do that at the $250 price point. I think I could walk away with a really good acoustic instrument with electronics in it. To pay $250 for just an acoustic guitar with no electronics, I would never do that myself. But guys, put in the comments, man, do any of you have a Yamaha FG800J? You have any experience with this? And I was talking to Strings about Yamaha, and he said, man, they've got a really good reputation in the acoustic community. So I don't know, guys. I think it's a good guitar. Is it a great guitar? It's a great guitar at $99. I'll tell you that. Well, guys, just crazy adventures and journeys here at Ted Talks Guitars and Life. Journeys I never intended I'd make, but that's the way life works, isn't it? You ever taken a journey you didn't intend to make? Yeah, I've been down that road a couple times myself, Jack. Well, guys, I can't thank y'all enough for hanging out talking about guitars and life with me tonight. Shout out to the Jacks, our channel members, and special shout out to the pit crew for your love, support, encouragement, and constant edification. So, my friends, the Yamaha unexpected journey continues for me. Hey, and speaking of journeys, wherever you are in your guitar journey, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, and joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your bad selves, everybody. Catch you down the road.